As we left the city, we really didn't see a whole lot. Our phones were going off, and of course we were getting all the text updates and things that were happening. Other than really the sirens that were going into the city, what we really seen really wasn't anything but the excitement that you could see going in, and what was about. That's mainly what we've seen.
Talk about your initial reaction when you heard the news.
When you thought about something like that. The first question was just how bad was it? Was it just a fire that happened because of the big screen right there, or was it really that kind of act? And until we got back to the hotel and we were able to look on the TV and see explosions and see the destruction that had happened, it just really didn't sink in until right then. And then you just realized you were just there, an hour ago, and that's what was going on, was mass chaos in Boston.
So you were talking a little bit about kind of the high that you experienced, like while you were racing, and the support that you got. Tell me a little bit about that, and then how it kind of just all came crashing down just a couple hours later.
The event itself, it was just phenomenal. If you've never been to Boston, the people out there, they welcomed us with open arms. It ended up, when you ran 26 miles through, roughly 10 towns, and to see it 10 deep, and 5 deep throughout the whole race, and the people just wanting to shake your hand and say hello. It was, I can't even describe the experience that was being an athlete on that stage. It was like a Carl Edwards of the NASCAR series or something like that. And to watch that and go through, and when I got close to the end, never really that emotional, and to go through the last 2 tenths, and I had tears coming out of my eyes because it was over, and it was such an adrenaline high. And once it was over and we learned the news that what had happened, I haven't even checked to see really what my time was, and it just all went away, and you weren't really even thinking about who won, about the race, and really haven't thought about that since.
Tell me a little bit about what was going through your head when you got home safe with your family last night.
We tried to put the pieces together, and really went back and seeing what time we had texted to see really how close we were to when it happened. And when we put all those together, my wife had developed some pictures today where my son was standing right beside the flags that you'd seen on the news just an hour before that had happened, and to know that they were right there. When we got home, it was about 3 a.m. this morning. We laid down. We still really didn't go to sleep, and to know someone else didn't have that opportunity to lay their child down and to hug them. I can't even understand what's going through their mind.
So do you think there are any other marathons in your future, or did this maybe event scare you, or what's the next step for you?
No, I think everyone probably has a bucket list. I know I do. I had 10 years ago, I think I probably run a 5K, and then I did a 10K and a half marathon, and half Ironman and Ironman, and had it on a bucket list. And I had some friends say you need to go out to Boston and you need to run this because this is an event that you will never ever forget. And I did it. It's checked off my bucket list. My next one's the World Iron Championship in Kona, Hawaii. So one day, I don't know when I'll get there, but that's what it is. But as for an event like this, there was 500,000 people there, and whether it be one individual or a small group, I would never discourage someone from letting that take away from what just really happened yesterday.